We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Purdy. Pass caught by Pearson.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Completes it to Jennings. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Back to throw, Purdy.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
5-yard gain on the play.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's complete right side to Komet.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days,
DJ Moore, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
yeah, let's face it, Brandon, a player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A solid stiff arm.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Purdy looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It was a short one caught by Loveland.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit They'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now 2nd and 9. Purdy from the gun. That's complete to Pearsall.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Purdy bootlegging it. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the Bears' 42-yard line.
Second and 5.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The 4-3 defense there did its job, funneled things right to the middle linebacker.
If they do a nice job of playing team defense, everyone takes care of their responsibilities. That allows that guy in the middle to do his job, which is search and destroy.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. time, he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's 4th down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 58 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
So a big carry there, maybe trying to atone for that fumble he had earlier in this one.
Yeah, I know every coach always tells you, shake it off, let it go. You know it's in your head. You want to make up for it, and he did exactly that on that play.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 5 from the 8. Once again, it's Swift.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. Now Williams.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Jordan Elliott drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal.
This is a 26-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
yeah.
Right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Purdy now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. A handoff left, McCaffrey.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy sideline, right?
Sammy sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. That's caught by Jennings. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
49er.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Here's Guerrero on 1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
To the air, Williams. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
3rd down and 13. From the gun, here's Williams. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze, 52 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And this is caught, Jennings. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Chicago.
On play action, here's Williams.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
Throwing is Williams.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Williams loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake.
That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In motion left, the tight end.
Now Purdy.
The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now Moody for the PAT.
Gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
To throw, Williams. He's got the connection to Moore.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That one goes for 30 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Pass caught right side by Loveland.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Here's a toss.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on the play.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Dances by at the 20. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
How about that little piece of athleticism? Not only the catch, how about the move?
That's not a 3rd down back out there either. That's a tight end making that move.
The offense on third down tonight, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Forced out to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
It's a loss of 8.
Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy under pressure. They got him again. T.J. Edwards, his 2nd sack of the night.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely 3rd down pass.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
To the air, Williams.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Third down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Chicago. 47 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Jordan Elliott
able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That's Tremore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Bears have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
49ers 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw right away. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
11 yards for number 11.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get through and protect the ball.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
It's a loss of a yard.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Taken down by
Now the Niners going to
Brown.
signal for their third and
A gain
final
of 22
timeout.
yards.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.